Probably this will be one of the last times I'm pushing this thing.
God, I know about the last time I'm pushing it. John, can you do me a favor, please? Stop buying heavy stuff. Wanting to go ahead and change at least the rear tires on this thing, just so we can move it around. The front tires, I'm going to throw some slime in those because we don't have the right size on hand to change them. Get them to where it'll actually roll, and then we're going to go clean this frame. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get after it.
Well, the tire tread looks good enough. I think we're going to keep the tires. So we're going to throw some new valve stems in them because they were a little worse for wear. This stuff, you got to make sure you use the proper amount when you put it in here. You just go like that. Just make sure. You got to get, it's like a half a bottle per tire. That's the RCC measurement.
That boy ain't right. If y'all ever wonder how to make yoo-hoo, that's it right there. She's gonna be squeaky clean when he gets done, because that man right there means business when he breaks out a pressure washer. He don't stop till it's clean.
Be clean once in his lifetime at least.
At least once. It's not surface rust, it's weight reduction.
Yeah, there we go. Organic weight reduction.
I mean, everything's got to be organic these days. Is it vegan too?
Yeah.
Keto friendly?
Sure.
All right. Wow. The seat's got tan lines. Sheesh. All right, so John got the cart all cleaned up.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, really.
After many years of sitting in the woods.
And I mean, other than a little bit of surface rust, it's actually in great shape, but it needs a new motor and a lot of paint. So what we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna be breaking the rear swing arm off so that we can pull the motor out a lot easier. And John, what are you gonna be doing?
Getting rid of the flaky paint and repainting everything.
Sounds good to me, let's go. All right, so all I did here was I just disconnected the shocks from right here. I went ahead and put the bolts back in just so we wouldn't lose them. But that way, when I go to jack the cart up, the swing arm will do this instead of following with the shocks and lifting with it. Make it easier. And then I'll just take this top cage off. Then I can worry about taking the motor mount bolts out and pulling the motor out. If you're an engineer and you design stuff like this, I hope you stub your toe on every piece of furniture you own. Why?
All right, so what I have found on the front bracket that holds the sliders on the seats, they are crumbling and falling apart. So I can touch them and they fall apart. So I don't know if I can put the camera up in there so you can see it, but it's rusted all the way across. The pan's good, but the supports are gone. I will be relocating this later. We'll put it up top in a dry box so none of this can get nasty. Alright, she's out. Okay, I'm gonna set the camera back here and I guess do a speed run through it, cleaning everything up and painting it.
Dang, man. Been busy, ain't you? It looks good. Dang, that actually looks good. Yeah, I mean, you are a master with a can of spray paint, though. He can polish a turd with some spray paint.
We are Rattle Can Customs. I mean,
you're not wrong, but I wasn't expecting this. But them fenders cleaned up nice, like real good. He's been steadily working on this rear bar back here. He went ahead and painted the swing arm before we put the new motor in, so we didn't have to work around it. And he's just steadily working his way forward, masking as he goes, so he doesn't get anything on the seats, anything like that. Because when it comes to stuff like this, John is a genius. I mean, you give him a can of spray paint and some cardboard,
yeah,
and he can make just about anything happen. Hopefully the weather holds out, because that's not looking great. Punk.
Okay, I come up with an idea. I mean, I can fix it later if it's not a good idea, but we're going to cut it here and here. So it'll give room. I got the carburetor covered up right now because we're about to cut it with the Sawzall. But here the air filter can come through here. Instead of buying one of them adapters that extend the filter out and it's all cute and chrome, it's $50. I'm not doing it. Yeah, we can put the air filter right here. And before anybody says, oh, you're weakening, you know how much mess we put a regular go-kart frame through and haven't broke it? But it's going to be supported here. This is still boxed in, and this is bolted over here. And it got a rod going through the top of the motor that holds it all together. That is well and plenty.
Yeah. Well, that sucks. At least we got the canopy, though.
Rain's blowing sideways now, man. I can't paint a thing now.
All right, so we got everything transferred over to the new motor, the chain tensioner, and the carburetor. The exhaust is laying over there drying. So I'm going to wait to get it back in the subframe before I put the exhaust mount on. There's the subframe that we modified to fit the new air filter. So I'm going to bolt that on here real quick, and then we're going to see about throwing it back in the cart. John is steadily over here painting. That is a dangerous man with a can of spray paint. What was that? All right, we got the motor in. You want to go ahead and hook up that new throttle cable and the chain? Where is it?
Thought you ordered it.
What?
Thought you were going to order it.
I thought you were going to order it.
We got a problem.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really? You're not messing with me?
Nope.
Oh, God. That is a problem.
Yeah, it's okay. We're running out of daylight anyway.
You're right. All right, the motor's back in. We got the rear end back together. John's got most of the cart painted, and it came out really well. John, this thing cleans up nice, bud.
Yeah, it looks like a totally different cart.
It does. I wish the lighting was better, but we're kind of running out of daylight out here. We're kind of at a standstill here because we made a mistake. I thought he ordered it. He thought I ordered it, and we're short throttle cable and chain. So, yeah, we can't really do a whole lot until those come in. We can't really tighten the motor down until we have the chain. We can't run it until we have the throttle cable. So, fortunately, we're going to have plenty of time for parts to come in. This Friday the 30th, we're going out of town. Not going to say exactly what that's about yet. You'll probably guess, but we'll be up there till Monday. Then we're coming back. In the meantime, we're going to try and figure out where we can get the parts at and stuff for this. The throttle cable is going to be kind of a tough one. So if anybody knows where you can get a 124 inch throttle cable, please post a link.
For a Kandi carburetor.
Yes.
It's got to have that end on it.
because we're having a hard time finding it. But if you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Make sure you use the links in the description to pick up a t-shirt from Mini Bike Apparel. And until next time, y'all get out there.
Get after it.